A long time ago, Jesus traveled the land teaching people how to be good to each other and to love God. Many people listened and learned from his stories, but some didn't understand and had questions.
What are you doing, Jesus?
You are sitting with sinners.
How can you be a teacher sent by God if you speak to tax collectors?
These men take our money and give it to the emperor.
We've even heard you eat with these men. They have turned their backs on God.
I'm sure God will have nothing to do with them. Why should you?
All people are special to God. Let me tell you a story. Once there was a shepherd with 100 sheep, but he lost one of them.
Jesus told how the shepherd wanted all of his lambs safe. He looked and looked, until one day, the shepherd had a big celebration because he had found what he had lost.
But Jesus, the shepherd, was just doing his job.
There's more joy in heaven over someone who was lost and then found, who changes his life for God, than over 99 people who don't need to change.
Jesus then told about a woman who had 10 silver coins.
But she lost one of them.
When the woman discovered she had lost the one coin, she was very upset. She spent the whole night looking for her lost coin. She told her friends and they celebrated. Because she had found what she had lost.
That's the way God feels about people. In heaven, the angels sing whenever a person says he or she believes in God and wants to live a better life.
But Jesus, in your stories, the shepherd and the poor woman lost valuable things.
And all sinners, especially tax collectors, are worthless, bad people.
There's another story. A story about forgiveness and love.
There was once a man who was both a wealthy farmer and a loving father. The father tried to teach them how to take care of things.
Thank you, Reuben. But where is your... Ah, Benjamin.
Even though his sons were very different, he loved them both the same. The father hoped they would grow up to be hard-working farmers. But as the younger son grew up, he dreamed of distant places. He didn't want to stay on his father's farm. The son decided to leave his home the very next day.
Father! I had a wonderful dream last night.
Really? What kind of...
I was riding the finest horse in the city.
Oh, the city's a nice place to visit, but...
Everyone stared at me because I was handsome, smart, and wealthy.
Yes, you are all of those.
Father, farm life is fine for you. You're a farmer. But it's not for me. There are things I have to do. Places I have to see.
You're leaving home?
Yes, you have always promised my brother and me an inheritance. Money for us.
But it's for your future.
Oh, please, Father. I want my money now. I must see the world, starting today.
But the father did not want his son to leave. He would miss him a great deal.
Oh, thank you, Father. I'm rich!
Hey, that's not fair. Benjamin can't take his money and leave like this.
If that's what he wants, he can do it.
Don't worry about the farm, Father. Reuben will be here.
But I care about you. I'll miss you, my son.
I'll be all right. I'm going to see the world.
Wave goodbye to your brother, Reuben.
The father could only hope that one day he'd see his son again.
No more dirty hands, no more backaches, and no more work. Isn't it magnificent?
It was the son's first time out in the world, and he wanted to buy everything he saw.
Well, what do you think? Now all I need is to be seen riding a magnificent horse. $37, $38, $39, $40.
You have bought the finest horse in my stable.
Well, I deserve the best, you know.
Do you want that mule anymore?
Nah, he reminds me of my father's farm.
None of my horses are worth 40 coins. Why, this mule is worth twice that much. The fool doesn't care how he spends his money.
I see something else to buy. I don't care what it costs. I must be seen riding through the streets today. Whoa! Horsey! Whoa!
Father, I've listed all of our animals.
Thanks, Reuben. That was a lot of work. I was just thinking about your brother. I'm sure you miss him as much as I do.
The son was still spending money. He hadn't learned his lesson yet.
I'm sorry, you'll have to leave. I have customers waiting. I beg your pardon, sir. How about a big fluffy pillow?
The boy still only thought about himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your dining pleasure, be Ira and his funny monkey.
I must have that monkey. Whoa!
Excuse me, sir, but you have stayed here for a week. Will you pay your bill?
Oh, is money all you want? Oh, uh-oh.
Out. Get out of my inn. This will pay for your bills.
Benjamin was now alone and very hungry.
Well, what am I going to do?
For the first time in his life, the son had to beg for food.
No free food?
The boy was so hungry, he needed to find work, any work. But the only job he could find was the worst possible.
Watch it! Don't make, well, pigs of yourselves. Oh, I'm so hungry. Thanks, little pig. I've been acting so foolishly. A pigsty is fine, if you're a pig, but it's not for me. At my father's farm, everyone, even the helpers, have a place to sleep, enough to eat. Wait a minute. I'll go home. Well, father won't want me back as a son, not after the way I treated him. But anything's better than this mess. Hey, he might give me a job on his farm. I'm never gonna snap my fingers like that ever again.
So the son decided to go home, and he hoped that his father would not send him away.
Thank God, he's come back. Sir, your son is coming home.
Benjamin? My son is back?
My brother is back.
This is a very bad idea. My father won't even want to talk to me. Uh-oh, too late. Is he going to be mad? Father, I'm sorry for leaving, and now I only ask to work in your fields. I shouldn't even be called your son anymore.
Oh, welcome. Oh, welcome home. I'm so happy you're safe.
What?
Let's have a big party.
Father? I don't understand.
Send for food, lots of food, and get some musicians. My son has returned home.
But the older son was jealous of his brother.
Whoa!
Out of my way. Tell me, is the banner hanging straight? No, it's all wrong. Everything's wrong.
The father welcomed his lost son back home. And the son realized how much his father loved him.
Spent my money, lost my way, left my house when I had it made. Just a slave to a broken heart till I found my father's open arms. Feels so good to be home again. No more roaming the world like the wind. I won't go back to where I've been. Feels so good to be home again. Feels so good to be home again.
My boy is back, yes it's true. Set the table, prepare the food. Watch me dance, bless this day. So good to know he's home to stay. My lost son is home again. No more roaming the world like the wind. I don't care where he's been. My lost son is here again. My lost son is home again.
I never thought my father would welcome back a boy like me. Now I can hardly believe the celebration feast.
My lost son is home again. No more roaming the world like the
home again. No more roaming the world like the wind. I won't go back to where I've been. Feels so good to be home again.
My lost son is home again.
Where's Reuben? We can't celebrate without him. You're missing Benjamin's party.
I won't go. It's not fair. Father, I stayed with you and helped you with the farm, but you never gave me a party. But as soon as my lazy brother wanders back home, he gets a feast.
My son, anytime you want a party, you'll get it.
Huh?
I love you with all my heart, but today is something special. Your brother has returned. Like the tree we planted when you both were little. In the winter, it's empty and you might think it's dead, but in the spring, it comes back to life. I'm happy because I thought my son was dead, but he's alive, and now he's safe here with us. Come, celebrate with me.
No! Help! Reuben! I've been a thoughtless brother. Can you ever forgive me?
Welcome home, brother.
The Father is like God. He is full of joy and forgiveness when someone decides to follow Him. No matter what we have done, who we are, God will always love us.
Bah! We are not convinced.
God even forgives the Pharisees.
Everyone else listened as Jesus told more stories that day, and they learned how God treasures every child, every man, and every woman.
Long ago, God sent his prophet Samuel to find the future king of the Israelites.
Samuel, go to Jesse's house in Bethlehem. There you will find the new king over all Israel.
I wonder who that is.
My sons, come into the house. There is a guest here to see you.
Huh? Oh.
David, you stay there and look after the sheep. We're going inside.
Jesse, you say you have 8 sons?
Yes, and they are such fine young men. Here they come.
Oh!
Which one could it be? Surely this must be God's chosen one.
No, Samuel. You are thinking too much about what he looks like. You must look inside. You must look at his heart.
Wait. There are only 7 here. Don't you have another son?
Yes, but he is the youngest and the smallest. See him off there guarding the sheep?
Him? No, it couldn't be him. Could it? Thank you. I will leave now.
You must look at his heart.
What's your name, son?
David.
God has told me that you will be the new king of Israel someday.
God is my friend. He helps me save my sheep.
Yes, and one day I hope you save us all. Goodbye, David.
Goodbye, and God bless.
David's 3 older brothers were called away.
David, come over here and pray with me as I bless the men of the family for battle.
To go fight for the people of Israel.
Eliab, Abinadab, Shammah, may the Lord bless you and keep you, and bring you safely home from battle.
But Father!
What, son?
You didn't bless me. I want to fight for Israel.
Don't worry about us, Father. We're old enough.
And strong enough. We can hardly wait to fight the enemy of God's chosen people, the evil Philistines.
We'll win and be home before you know it, David.
Hey, wait, everybody! Wait! Don't leave without me. Please. Please let me go, Father. I want to fight for the people of Israel, too. What's so funny? I may be small, but I'm brave. Why, just the other day, I saved our whole flock of sheep from a huge, ferocious lion. I hit him with a stone from my sling, and knocked him clean out. Want to see how good I'm getting?
Whoa!
No, David, not now.
First, I had to sock that lion right on his nose. Bang! And then I shook that rascal by his whiskers. And then I pulled his jaws apart and rescued our little lamb. And then... I'm not afraid of those Philistines. Oh! So please, Father, please let me go fight too. Whoa!
Guarding sheep isn't exactly the same as fighting the big bad Philistines, little David.
Stay home, little brother. Father needs your help to watch over the sheep, and Father can watch over you.
Grow up, little lamb. You may be brave enough to fight, but you're just too little.
Abinadab, Shammah, time to go. Goodbye, Father.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Someday I'll go to battle for the people of Israel, Father. Someday.
Now the 2 great armies met for war in the middle of a vast valley. King Saul led the army of Israelites. But the enemy, the Philistines, had a giant on their side. The giant came marching across the valley toward the army of the Israelites. His legs were as big as tree trunks, his arms were strong as iron, and his steps made the whole earth tremble.
I am Goliath, the giant, and all of you are nothing but King Saul's little servants. Even if all of you fight me together, you can never beat me! So spare yourselves. I dare you, choose just one man brave enough to fight.
Not me.
Not me!
Not me either.
Just one man. If he beats me, all of my men will be your servants. But if I slay him, all of you shall be our servants forever. Now, who is brave enough to fight a giant? Just step forward. I'll be waiting.
Every morning and evening for 40 days, Goliath marched to the center of the valley and gave his great battle cry.
Fight me today!
Not me.
Not yesterday.
Not today either.
None of us are brave enough to fight a 10-foot giant. Or foolish enough.
You are nothing but cowards!
He said it. He's right.
You bet he's right.
Well, what do my brothers think?
Could I?
Whoa! No, don't even think about it. I'll try to...
Whoa! You're not risking your life for him. Maybe I'll...
Neither are you, Eliab. It's not worth it. Not even to marry King Saul's daughter.
Oh, but wouldn't it be great? Being rewarded with the princess's hand in marriage for beating the giant?
Oh, I wish this was over and we could go home to Father in Bethlehem.
The king will come up with a plan. You watch.
Bet I can get 5 in a row.
Now remember, never be afraid.
David, that was a good shot, son.
Did you see that, Father? Maybe now you let me go join the army and fight with King Saul and the Israelites.
No, son, I told you before. They won't take you. You're too young to be a soldier. And you've got to get some more meat on those bones of yours.
But Father, I'm strong and I can run like a deer.
I said no, David. Now do as I ask and take this food to your brothers. Then hurry home to tell me how they are. Now be careful, son. I pray you will bring good news.
Who will fight me today?
Whoa!
Is there one man brave enough to fight? Are all the Israelites nothing but cowards?
Oh my
Ho, 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 ho!
Eliab! Abinadab! Shammah, what are you doing? Why are you running away?
You'd better run yourself, if you know what's good for you.
Watch out, boy! But who is that?
It's Goliath, the giant. He's the champion for the Philistines against the people of Israel.
But why won't anyone fight back?
What do you mean? Look at him. He's too strong. He's over 10 feet tall. None of us could even lift his spear.
But what about King Saul?
King Saul will give a rich reward to the man who slays that giant.
He'll even let him marry his own daughter.
And none of you are brave enough to try?
No, because none of us want to die for no reason.
Eliab, why won't you fight? Abinadab, why are you afraid? Shammah, are you afraid of the giant too?
All the soldiers are afraid, little David.
Yes, little brother. Aren't you afraid too?
You're too young to be here at all, David.
Yes, little brother. Go home and take care of sheep where it's safe.
No, I can't. Someone has to fight Goliath.
But who? Everyone here is afraid.
I'll fight the giant. I'm not afraid.
You?
Yes. God is stronger than Goliath. And God will help me. Go tell King Saul, I'm not afraid.
I have news for King Saul.
What news?
So, there's this Israelite champion, who's really a young shepherd boy, says he wants to fight for King Saul and the Israelites. Says God will help him fight the giant, and he's never even been trained as a soldier.
Well, tell the foolish lad to go home. King Saul is no use for jokes out here on the battlefield. Tell the boy.
Tell the boy to come here.
But sire.
Joab, bring the boy here to me. Now. I wonder who he is. I wonder why he's the only one brave enough to fight the giant.
He is, I understand, a giant of a man, and I am not. His spear appears to be the size of a small tree, and all I've got is a slingshot. This Philistine is large, but I know who's in charge. I have a giant of a God, you see, bigger than the trouble in front of me. And even 9 feet tall starts looking pretty small next to the giant of a God with me. I fought the roaring lion, sent the wolves home crying every time. And with a little faith, I was not afraid. The fight was God's, not mine. This Philistine is large, but I know who's in charge. I have a giant of a God, you see, bigger than the trouble in front of me. And even 9 feet tall starts looking pretty small next to the giant of a God with me. I have a giant of a God, you see, bigger than the trouble in front of me. Even 9 feet tall starts looking pretty small next to the giant of a God with me. Next to the giant of a God with me. I have a giant of a God with me. I've got a giant of a God. Giant, giant, giant of a God. Giant, giant.
So that's the little hero?
Looks like he couldn't fight a flea.
Make way for the little giant killer.
I don't see any giant killer. I don't see anyone.
Neither do I.
Silence! Make way for this boy.
Huh?
I said make way for the shepherd boy. The king wants to see him.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Certainly, Commander.
Right away, sir.
Your Majesty, I am...
Silence! Let the boys speak.
Please, sir, don't be afraid of the giant. With God's help, I'll fight him for you. I'll fight Goliath for you and for all of the people of Israel.
But how can a boy like you fight Goliath? You can't match him in size or strength or skill, my boy. Why, you've never even been trained for battle.
It's true, Your Majesty. I am young and small. But God will make me strong. If God saves my sheep, God will save me from this giant. Now let me fight the giant for you and the people of Israel.
Yes, little David. And may God be with you. Joab, get my sword and shield. Get my armor. Put them on young David.
Huh?
Joab, I said dress the boy for battle.
Huh? Yes. Yes, Your Majesty. Well, didn't you hear King Saul? Do as he says.
I can hardly pick up your sword, Your Majesty. And your shield is much too heavy for me.
But, David...
God's help is all the armor I need. Please help me, God. help me fight Goliath the giant for the people of Israel. Can you hear me, Goliath the giant? I am ready to fight.
Ha! Do you think you can fight with sticks and stones? You'll be sorry!
You fight me with your sharp sword and heavy spear, Goliath, but I fight you in the name of God.
Goliath! He's dead!
Run! Run for your lives!
Look at those cowards run!
Yes! After them!
Come back here!
And the Israelites chased the Philistines away.
The boy killed the giant!
Goliath is dead! Where is the boy? Joab, bring him here to me.
Little brother! It is you! Our brave baby brother David!
Bring the boy here to King Saul.
Thank you, my son.
Thank God, Your Majesty.
And that is how little David beat Goliath the giant with the help of God. This was only one of the many great adventures God had planned for David. David the shepherd boy grew up to become a great king who served God. Throughout David's long and adventurous life, he always remembered the comforting words of God.